Hello people! Today I will present you a new series which I will film. It's the Byzantium in Antebellum, and my goals right here are conquer Rome by the end of this century. Yeah, century between 1500 and maybe bit before 1480. So I have 38 years to conquer Rome, probably so from Sicily. And I will read every event so that you get as much experience as you can. Alright. The Roman Empire is a mere shell of its former self, a shadow of the glorious state that once stretched across the Mediterranean. Why there is no one single cause for the collapse of the empire, there is one family that keeps pushing the empire closer and closer towards total destruction, albeit unintentionally. The Angelos dynasty, which has been ruling over Byzantium since the 12th century, have showcased the military incompetence, corruption, overspending, and a complete disregard for state maintenance that the Byzantine Empire has come to be known for. When they sent the general Leon Gabras to defeat the Turkish invaders, the general betrayed them and established the Nicene kingdom across the Bosphorus. Leon was but an example of the nobility acting against the interest of the state. The nobility has fallen into decadence, I don't know how to read this word, accepting bribes while hosting lavish parties, all while enemies press their feet harder on the empire's throat. And yet the Angelos have made little attempt to try and curb this rampant corruption. When Emperor Andronikos attempted to push back against the Bulgars with the aid of the Serbs, they never actually joined forces and instead were picked off one by one. Not only did the humiliating peace treaty bisect the empire with the loss of Thessaloniki, but it also enforced the burden of war reparations upon the Angelos. If Byzantium is to survive the centuries to coming, they must rebuild their broken state, reform their military, and prevent further incursions from rivals, lest they fall just as the West did. Our country will suffer negative modifiers and events until we complete the Angelit Crisis Mission 3 branch. That is this one, Angelit Crisis, the Phoenix Rises. Stabilize the court, reorganize the military, army tradition, I have 0. 11. Nice. Alright, I will cheat a little bit by giving myself power points 400 and cash 10,000. Yes. Now, because I want to boost stability 2 times and take religious state, religious diplomats, primacy of the nobility, aristocratic councillors, supremacy over the crown. No, I haven't even taken that once. Land of commerce, patronage over the arts, commercial advisory board, and indebted to the Osman's company, which is 0 interest loans, and clerical advisory council. Alright, I need advisors, that's given. Okay, stop cost. Oh, aggressive expansion will be very useful. Land force limit, which will be 2 very useful. I'm already over the force limit, but I will build some more troops. 20k. And Maybe no. Oh, of course. Offer alliance to Pannonia and improve relations with Lower Burgundy. I want them as a personal unions. Maybe Lombardy too. Why not? Disputed successions. I know which are these because I've already played it. And maybe more ships to fend off the Venetians later. So some galleys, that is for a mission, and some cogs. Yes, I will be heavily over, but that's really the start of the Byzantium campaign. As soon as possible, covert actions. Oh, nice. The Janissaries, the Osman and Sons Trading Company, has as many enemies as they do friends, both within the cities and along the vast trade routes. Their caravans dominate in order to deter attacks against their merchants and assets. The Osmanlı family under Murad I, its head, in the mid-late 14th century AD, has established a private security group which would be loyal solely to the family nicknamed the Janissary Corps. Due to the sourcing of young recruits from across the Balkans and Near East, this elite force of eager and able-bodied warriors is strong enough to take on any hostile actions against their paymasters in Constantinople. Legendary Albanian mercenary captain and the Bulgar War veteran Gjergj Skanderberg Kastrioti, nicknamed Hurley for his Alexanderesque martial art genius, presently holds command over the force and is himself no stranger in the imperial court. When not presiding over Janissary operations, Skanderbeg is officially contracted as either a field commander by the Byzantine Imperial Army or advisor to military high command, such as larger-than-life character only appears as one, and so Osman and Sons sees fit to utilize his skills as much as possible. I will take him as leader. And maybe drill this army. Yeah, you should definitely. I didn't get any claims. Okay. Now, development. 6, 6, 9, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 14, 10. Okay, 6, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6. Yes, this you're only above 6 because that's one mission. And Nicaea, build spy network. Isn't there a spy network guy? No. Oh, rivals, of course. Bulgaria, Croatia, and Nicea. What does Nicea want? Every Greek province. Seems reasonable. No. To the death of Murat Osmangulu, a Turkic merchant dynasty claiming descent from a little-known bey by the name of Osman, the Osmangulu family are nothing short of celebrities to the Greek people of the Near East. Their greatest accomplishment after Osman's exile into the Byzantine Empire was their creation of the wealthiest and most respected merchant guild in the Balkans and Near East, the Osman and Sons Trading Company. This colossal trade empire has brought is enough wealth and favors over the years to have thus far ensured the Byzantine survival, despite the ailing realm's overwhelmingly sorry state. Headquarters in Great Constantinople, Osman and Sons is primarily benefactor of numerous spectacles, such as the esteemed hippodrome races and ship races in the Bosphorus Strait, as well as sole proprietor and founder of the world-renowned Ottoman Grand Bazaar, headed since the age of 16 by the esteemed Murat Osmangulu, the second of his name to preside over such a prestigious organization. The affectionately dubbed Sultan of Ram is preparing his favorite son Mehmed for the future role of leadership under Murad and his descendants. Osman and son will surely flourish well into the future as it has for many generations prior. Get the following modifier local typo. Very nice. I won't attack them with that modifier, but maybe I should. Don't be doing that. I want an alliance with Moravia. Dynastic. Okay, royal marriage. Great. Ah, nice, they didn't choose to become friends. Alright. Moravia is very, very important for the sole reason that. What? Okay, I will improve relations with them. The Angelid family's irresponsible and profligate spending habits are no secret to the court or to the people of the empire. In order to fund extravagant parties and degenerate gatherings whilst the realm burned, they first blew through centuries of gold coinage saved up in the treasury. Once enough gold to secure the loyalty of Attila the Hun thrice over was wasted. They then turned to the banks. Once the banks were drained and packed up to rebuild in Nicaea, it was the merchant's turn. Now that only Osman and Sons is able to afford its own survival, our vice and restrained Basileus has turned to begin and even threatening his own nobles and advisors for additional funds. While a small payout once in a blue moon was seen as a tolerable sacrifice to most, the line has now been crossed to these parties' courtier. Ostensibly a gift for his niece, the Basileus has wanted a distinguishedly large pile of gold to pay for ancient treasures sold by his house's kindred spirit, that wicked king of Franks, Lothar III. God take his soul. Lothar has had, of course, run into his own spot of financial trouble, destroying Francia's economy in under a year to support his spending habits, but unlike our own sovereign, had instead turned to selling of his ancestral heirlooms, from spectres and circles to tapestries and marble sculptures. At last, the money which the Basileus spent is suspected to have been what he had extorted from his inner circle in just weeks prior, and the irritated council has submitted a forebounding ultimatum: neither the Basileus repay them in full with interest, or they depart from Nicaea before sunset. Depart for Nicaea before sunset. Backed into a corner, the toothless lion must sacrifice one limb to save another. I have a lot of money. Cancel. Keep drilling, keep drilling. Alright, this will be the end of today's episode. I know it was a short one, but it's the introduction, and in the next episode I will attack Nicaea and probably do something like that. Yeah. So bye bye.